Welcome to my stream. I'm so glad you can join me. There are already 6 people in here, by the way. Like I said, my lovely lurkers, and they don't really talk, and that's fine. So I want you to come in my stream and feel comfortable. Okay, and that means also tomorrow will be, I'll be like sort of changing things around a little bit again. No big deal. We want to continue our Pillars of Eternity. We had a lot of fun binge streaming this weekend in Garb, doing Tyranny, and we will do that again. That was a lot of fun. But for now, let us continue with our Pillars of Eternity. So I am growing as a streamer and changing. I hope my channel will grow with me. The chassis. I know people are put off by the fact that I'm a little bit older, and I really wish that weren't the case, but I can't change that either. Ageism is a thing. Okay. Set into the base of the keep's outer wall, a sewer grate spills murky, foul-smelling wastewater into the keep's surrounding moat. Slick, mossy stones form a precarious bridge across the murky water. Okay, this is always very uncomfortable for me because I don't like underwater. Ahead, the iron bars of the sewer grate block passage. The bars are coated with rust, and several appear bent. I think this is the one where we have to go underwater. Or sit at strange angles. They may have been weakened enough that you could bend them, given the means. Let's use a pry bar. The constant rush of foul water against the grate makes maneuvering difficult, but you manage to place the pry bar between 2 of the more heavily rusted bars and give it a heavy push. I would have thought this would be prepared for me, given the fact that these people came in this way. Okay, so with a groan, one of the iron bars begins to give. You heave, and at last the bar snaps free with its base. From its base, with a crunch. Beyond the broken gate, a dark passage leads further into the keep. Murky water flows through it in a continuous stream. By the way, I did see how the people who lurk in my channel are not following me, which is kind of cuss. But hey. But I did see where you can actually set up alerts to see when someone's streaming, even though you're not following them. It's really weird. Okay, so here we go. You take a deep breath to forestall the acrid stench around you and slip forward into the flooded tunnel. The walls soon fade from view, and you are plunged into a foreboding darkness. And I have claustrophobia, so as you swim on, light begins to filter through the murky water ahead of you. You press on, seeking out the source until you find yourself standing beneath a circular gap in the tunnel and a way out. Okay. Strange place for a cut screen. Okay, so that wasn't so bad. There was one where we had to swim underwater and we had to try to pry the thing loose while we were underwater, but that might be a different game. I play so many games.
I'll take a look.
Okay, I love this setting. It's kind of creepy and woohoo. I just sort of instinctively go around to the stairs.
I'll have it in no time.
We should have been here at a lower level, but that's okay. We forgot. By we, I mean me. I totally forgot this. It's pathetic. Magronic benediction. Oh, that put it on someone. I wanted it in the thing. Bedehede. Here. Thank you. Oh, just a second. Also, he's still got that thing on. I forgot to change him out of it. I think I'm going to leave that on, though. He looks like a moron. It looks like a curtain draped across his head. By the way, if you ever watch my daughter's stream, whether you understand what she's saying or not, you see the definite, whether you see a physical resemblance or not, you definitely see the resemblance between the way we are, you know.
All right, then.
It's quite funny. She streams in German, so that's how come me to say that. By the way, guys, whether you're watching this as a current broadcast or past broadcast, follow me, subscribe. You'll find all of my videos, by the way, or pretty much all of them in YouTube. Okay? And you can go back and if you just like the sound of my voice or something, you know, which I can't imagine, but it could happen, right? You can always go back and binge watch on YouTube. These guys aren't that hard. Again, this isn't a combat simulator. Oh, just a second. Just a second. That is very loud. The effects are very loud. We want the voices to be louder than the effects. Like your brain just frying on that shit.
You're not getting through.
So again, this is a role-play game. I'm going to turn this down a little bit over here. It's very loud. This is a role-play game and not a combat simulator. I do get the awfulest kick out of the reviews and stuff, you know, who are, the combat sucks. I can't believe how much the combat sucks. You suck. You suck. Oh, seriously, folks. I mean, you know, this is the kind of game that you don't buy this kind of game for the combat. Gouge marks and scratches line the edges of this lid. Ew. How gross. The bite marks on these bones appear to be the proper size for folk and elven teeth. Okay. If that's what floats your boat. It's a trap. Spoiler alert, it's a trap. Isn't this something? No, that's heavy armor. Bah. Like most of the games out there, you find a lot of junk that you can sell, but it's not going to be very useful to you necessarily. This looks very creepy and woo. Those are just donor plaques, by the way, for those of you who have not played this yet. It's really cute. I've gone through and looked at all of them. Grandma, in memorandum. Okay. Horatio. Who named their kid Horatio? That's interesting. He died as he lived, on fire and being chased by a pack of wild dogs. That's what I mean. Some of them are really cool to read. Okay, unlocking this requires a proper key. That is translated into German as verpiss, which is translated back into English as piss off. Come on, Huggy, let other people through. Don't be stupid. There's plenty of space over here. And seriously, we don't have to pull out any stops for this kind of battle. It's just like, no, okay. See how challenging Raederic is with his men. Usually on a normal level, when you come here fairly early, it's quite challenging. But I don't expect it will be at this level. Slowly now. Slowly now. Balagina. Good, we didn't have to go through the murky, nasty water. Oh no, not these guys. When you're playing D&D, these things tend to corrode your armor and your weapon, for that matter. It's like better settled with fire spells, actually. Okay, so that's where we would have come out had we simply gone in here to begin with. So I'm going to have to redo everything, and I do have my cappuccino. And it smells lovely. It's cold as snake shit here in Germany. I don't know. My friend in New York said they didn't have any snow. It snowed here yesterday. I'm in Dresden, and, you know, it can snow. It can snow in March. It shouldn't snow in April. I mean, I can't forbid it from snowing in April, but it doesn't usually snow in April. This isn't Montana. Seriously. Ooh. Kind of wish I could make these auto go into his inventory. At one point I need to set 5 traps too so I can get that achievement. Believe it or not, I've never done it because I'm just not a trap setter. Mechanics and dexterity. Definitely, definitely you, darling. Oh, it's not like you're wearing anything better anyhow. So there it is. Okay. Interestingly enough, when I look in the Twitch on my mobile phone, we are lagging. There's a new one. Instead of you suck, you lag. That sounds exactly like they would have said. I did a little bit more than 2 years in Southern California. As a youth, right around that Valley Girl talk crap, you know. So they have a good education system, or they did when I was there, but the people were very superficial, sadly. But, you know, that's pretty much all over the place now. I'm not sure how it got on her portrait.
Eyes open.
Here we go. Eyes open. What?
You should see this.
Oh. Wait outside. This does not look pretty. It's black ooze. It's oozing everywhere. Come on. Hop, hopla.
Dead on.
Yeah, it got you dead on. That's for sure. So at least the ooze are not that difficult. Ooze or oozes? Is it sheep and sheep? Mouse, meese, mouse and meese? Mouse and mice? Ooze and ice? No, that doesn't work. I'm thinking, what the fuck is she talking about? That's a good question. Well, that didn't do very much. I'm going to say they're fairly fire resistant. Damage reduction 9. That sucked. Not sure why the other one couldn't. I told you to come back here. Damn it.
You can trust.
Him and the dog. Well, if you know, and if he falls, he kind of deserves to. I don't know what the hell he's doing all the way up front here. What is she doing? Stop dancing. She looked to me like she was dancing. I don't know. I love the music, though. It's great. By the way, when I first started streaming, which was just last year,
Be cautious.
it hasn't
Be
been,
constant.
it's been, I guess, about a year it's been. My daughter told me that I couldn't have the music on in the background in the games because she got a violation, a copyright violation strike against her account for that. Now, so I did not have the music on for the most part in these games until recently. I decided, fuck it. Because they weren't muting they used to mute the entire stream. Then they started just muting the music. And so I just went, well, fuck it, And I don't know if they mute the music. The only time I go and watch my past broadcasts is to cut clips for y'all and highlights, which no one ever watches, and clips which very few people ever watch. So I don't do it very frequently anymore. I used to spend a lot of time cutting clips and cutting highlights, of my channel, and then I realized that people just aren't watching them.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
And if they're not watching them, it's a lot of time and effort on my part. So, excellent. Perfect. Perfect. I like these games, as I've said, that you can zoom in and out. I really like that. I don't like the games where you can't, like in this game, I can't, that's one of the things that, when you can't flip the screen around, I don't like that. But, no, yeah. The devs have done a really good job with it so that you actually don't need to flip the screen around.
Yes.
It's like in Outward, people get disturbed because you can't jump. You can't jump because you don't need to jump. The devs did a great job of making sure you never need to jump. There we go. And again, this is not a game that you're here for the combat. Ooh, tea. And a real role play game, by the way, is more about the character you create and how you play that character. That's what it's about. Power gamers have ruined a great deal of our genre
The work of a moment.
because they just want to try to find the best build. A few bloodied fingernails are embedded in the dirt. Oh, that's gross. Grody. That is really disgusting.
Laying low.
It's my sweetheart. I get an awful kick out of Durance, though. Blood is smeared on the wall in the vague shape of letters. Whatever it once said has been obscured by a crimson handprint. It's a big hand. Well, it might be a small text.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Hey, over here. This young man's face is badly bruised, and his gaunt form is covered in a threadbare shirt. He watches you, shivering, with a measure of hope in his eyes. I don't know who you are, but will you help me? Miala, what have they done to him? He gazes nervously past you at the open cell door. I don't think I can fight my way out. Okay, I take it you ended up here after assaulting the keep with Kolsc and his men? Kolsc and his men? Yes. He looks away. It seemed like a good plan. We got in without incident, and I knew the way, but we were surprised in the dungeons, and most of us. He shudders. You'll have seen some of them, fought them, their bodies at least. Not their minds anymore, but their souls. The woman down here, Raederic's animancer, her name is Osrya. I heard her speaking, sometimes talking about a cure I heard her speaking sometimes, talking about a cure. Lord Raedric called on her often, but she's not curing anyone. She's only turning men and women into monsters. He shudders. I watched her take the others. I was sure I'd be next. You might would have been. Alos shakes his head. Men and women turn to this evil to cure Hollowborn. Madness. Okay, tell me about her. There's something not right about her. A bad feeling. I mean, I knew the moment she arrived, things would take a turn for the worse. He shivers. There's nothing good comes from dealing with animancers. Okay, that's a bit of prejudice there, isn't it? Unnatural, the lot of them. She's the one who transformed them, changed my friends into monsters, said she was doing it for the good of Gilded Vale. He clenches his fist. More like the good of her coin purse and her sick curiosity. She's dangerous, and who knows what else she's got in her laboratory or laboratory, depending on where you come from. I wouldn't go in there. She has a convincing manner. Spells, no doubt. Okay, dude, you're free. Make a run for it. Thank you, stranger. I have to get back to the fork. Magron's fork. But first, some food and rest, I think. He hesitates. If you would dare the upper floors, please tell Nedmar I yet live. Tell him I still have the carving. I still have the carving he gave me. What? I still have the carving he gave me of the Pale Knight. That should convince him, and perhaps he can help you somehow. Good luck, and may the gods keep you safe. Ooh, tea. By the way, I did figure out how to stabilize my stream. I'm going to say that and take the chance of jinxing us. I found that Windows Defender is the problem. OBS is whitelisted in the firewall, and still, that was the issue.
All right, then.
I'm hearing voices. Is anyone else hearing voices? I hate anything that moves that fast. Here we go. I'll get our proper attire on here. Interesting, it doesn't want to tell me who that is. Must be the dog. Okay. Y'all are going, it's not a dog. It's a wolf. I did that so that Durance could get through. By the by. So, let's throw some books around over here. Nice. So we can appreciate the details a little bit here. That's a tank with something in it. The tank is warm to the touch. The glass vibrates with the bubbling fluid inside. The dozens. I read all this shit offline on my own time. I love that they write these books for us. That takes a lot of work, you know. To think up the whole history, to draw you up maps, to come up with all these books. That's a lot of work. I don't think a lot of people appreciate it the way they should. By the way, blood and flecks of dried flesh encrust the restraints. Thank you for sharing. Let's go for what's behind door number 1. It's another one of those things, and a revenant. No point in sneaking now, is there? A woman, caught mid-step across the room, turns her head to face you. Long curls of black hair frame her face, one side of which is flecked with some green liquid. The gaze she sets upon you holds an eerie intensity. More interruptions. The woman sets down the book she holds, smiling faintly. What an interesting time we've been having of late. So many uninvited guests. I suppose I have you to thank for all the damage to my work. It took time to get those people back on their feet, you know. Osrya frowns. What is it you're doing here? I suppose we could try to lie to her. I don't lie very well. Okay, let's get clever. Oh, were those yours? I prefer cats myself. I've one of those as well. Osrya studies you, mouth crooking upward in a small smile. You're one of Kolsc's little rebels, I take it. Come to fulfill his ambitions, put an end to his departed allies. No matter. What concerns me is the curse upon Gilded Vale's people. I am on the cusp of a great discovery, aren't we all? I know that feeling as an academic, you know. And it is, by the way, I found something really cool, too, that I need to write a treatise on, but I'm not telling you it's in the original sources. And it is not Kolsc who undermines me. She eyes you. You might have chosen more powerful allies. Okay, what caused Waywind's legacy? It isn't the superstitions of senile old men, I can tell you that. Osrya snorts. The legacy is an affliction of the soul, and I have dedicated my life, alongside my peers, to understanding the fabric of souls, the essence of life. Now, with any luck, she'll hang on that tree out alongside her peers, too. Aloth's voice is cold. I consider myself the foremost student of Pangrim's famed theorems. It wasn't by chance that I was called here to assist in determining the true cause of this blight. This curse is not a parting gift from the scattered god, no, nor a punishment for petty sins. It must be a localized effect, something which strips the soul from a body, as the biowax are known to do. We know what's causing it. Don't tell my town that. They might get real embarrassed about trying to have me hanged. Okay, I have detected, even so, lingering traces of essence upon the bodies of so-called hollowborn. This suggests that the soul itself has not been wholly destroyed. It remains, I think, intact somewhere. And so it can be retrieved, sutured, if you will, sutured, right, back into its mortal flesh. If that is true, it would be a miraculous discovery, but small mercy for the countless parents whose children have already died. Okay, so why has there not yet been a cure? My brain reads a sentence and then reformulates it. I'm sorry, I can't stop that. Osrya's expression goes cold. It's that fool priest Nedmar, the Baratheon, she sneers. The old man has woven a tidy little tapestry of lies and fables. Lord Raedric is a pious man, and Nedmar holds power over him, especially now, after this business with Ygritte. As if the hollowborn child was my doing. In any case, my efforts are increasingly hobbled by ignorance. Aren't all of ours? The priest has focused Lord Raederic's attention upon the ruins of the scattered gods' temple. If it is consecrated anew, rededicated to Baroth, then the curse will be lifted. She rolls her eyes. I did that a lot as a teenager, too. Raederic believes him, of course, and in any case, he has supplied a vast amount of gold toward the effort. You will note that I am bereft of such generous support. She gestures to her lab with a sweep of her arm. I am left to scrounge for answers in these dismal conditions. Really, can I help somehow? She angles a curious look your way. An interesting proposal. I certainly can't leave you threatening Lord Raedric's life. How would I continue my research if he were gone? Still, perhaps we need not be enemies. If your true purpose is indeed, as Kolsc claims, to help Gilded Vale, then we are of one mind, and you may well be of use to me. My life dream fulfilled. I stand at the very brink of revelation, but Nedmar's interference has gone too far. Okay, what is it exactly you're asking of me? I want you to deal with the High Priest, of course. I can play cards, and I'll deal. With him gone, it could take hours. Raederic will have nobody to distract him. We can focus our efforts upon resolving this crisis, and we will have the resources to do so. By the way, guys, don't forget to check the schedule. Forgot to tell you that in the beginning of the stream. Check the schedule. I did change some things around. If I'm going to binge stream for you on the weekend, then I don't want to stream every single day, and I really don't. But we'll stream longer at a time because I feel like we can get more done, which would be cool. And I finally took the time to learn how to add chapters to my videos in the YouTube channel. So they'll be easier to find the spot that you want to watch. Okay. Kill him. And in return, I will give you the means to speak with Raederic. A secret way by which you can avoid the guards. She smiles crookedly. They are not as patient as I, you see, nor do they ask many questions before attacking. She raises a finger. All this with the condition that you do not harm Lord Raederic. Hey, let's take the deal and then double cross her. You know what? I like that idea. Sorry, I said that louder than I meant to. Got excited. Darling, I think you're right. I'm not going to kill the priest of Barren. I really am not going to. But I think he might be right. So what could we do? We could go up. I was planning anyhow on leaving Lord Raederic alive. So we could go up, deal with him. No, you know what? I'm just going to leave her alone. If I say no deals, do you think that she will attack me? If she does, it's her loss. Right? But I'm not going to kill the priest. Of course, I could always tell her I'm going to kill the priest and then not kill the priest. Wow. Dilemmas. Drama. Which is frankly why we play these games, let's be honest. No deals, I'm leaving now. Very well. If it's battle you long for, I'm happy to indulge. Oh, bitch, you got no chance against me. Seriously, you have no chance against me. Your chances against me are slim and none, and Slim just took the last train out of town. Psychological warfare.
Hey.
Oh, we made short work of her, didn't we? Yep, that was a lot easier than I thought it would be. Well, she chose her own fate, you know. I wasn't going to kill the priest of Barren. I should have done what he said, but I don't know. We just haven't really been playing an evil character here in this game, but we will get back to our Baldur's Gate. Whoa. Which, of course, is just great fun. So that looks like it might be the key to the other side. I'm going to go with she doesn't need this anymore. Ooh, look at that. A secret. Oh, she does have a cat, doesn't she? Hi, kitty kitty. At first you think this poor creature is diseased, for its black fur seems to have fallen off its hide in patches, but when the cat turns to investigate a fly on the wall, you note that an entire section of its rib cage is open to the air. Some of its tail has rotted away altogether to reveal a few jagged vertebrae. Ugh, that's gross. Grody, corrode. Let me put this camera down just a tiny bit again. I was adjusting my camera because what I'm contemplating is when I get my green screen, that I'm going to put my camera over here, and I'm going to come, because I look at this screen quite frequently because my streaming information is there. That way I can turn and go, what he said. You see how that works? Okay, so this doesn't seem to bother the cat much. It lets out a trill purr and rubs against your shin. Oh, ooh. Okay, we'll pick the cat up. It's surprisingly light and unexpectedly pointy. They're always pointy. An unexpectedly pointy creature, and it purrs contently in your arms. Ooh, did I just do that? Oh yeah, that's where I got that black cat before. Just a second. Darf man fragen, was hier? Ist das die? You've been a bad girl. You just went over and pissed all over the place. You know, you're potty trained. You know not to pee all over the place. You can't be a bad girl. Mama's not allowing that. I'm not letting you near him because he's hurt you too much. Okay? You want to stand here with me? You can stand here with me. So everybody meet Owen. Owen, everybody. This is Aiden's sister. Who hopefully has a few good years left in her. You're such a bad girl. You used to be such a good girl. I didn't want to put you back downstairs. I had other rabbits who were old and infirmed that needed to be upstairs with me. And I only have so much space. Okay. Put her on the chair. Because my Owen would treat her like an equal. She's quite naughty, though. So, what do we have? This is the only one we don't have yet. Oh, another one of Consulhaut's spells here. Okay, thank you. So we have that, and wow, I don't guess I thought about him doing quite that many traps. And by the way, guys, this is why sometimes when you come in here and you write in the chat, even if I see it right away, I don't have any delays turned on, by the way, at all. Not in OBS, not in Twitch, nowhere. And yet this lags ever so slightly. Go figure. Why is no one wearing that? Let's put that on him. So, but it'll go toward collecting all the creatures, right?
I'll see what I can find.
The Direwood, part 6. Deerwood. I think Direwood works better for me. I always think of, the word tire with the Y is tire. So it should be dire, not deer. Let's go check and see what's behind this door.
Slow and silent.
Shh. There was shh. What? Hi, beautiful. It's a pretty chest. We have a stag head on
See
him.
what I can do. The work of a moment.
For a piece of leather armor? Who locks a piece of leather armor away? I have questions. Most of them involve the sanity of the people who are in this game. What? You know, we could just, why don't we just camp? We can only carry 4 because we're not on like the lowest setting. It's just an empty room. Okay. There's nothing of interest here. By the way, no one got that quote. No one even tried to guess. Y'all are no fun. You know, my channel would be so much more fun if people would like actually interact with me. That quote was, I think I was doing the, looks like I got all the horses. Yeah, looks like you're on the other side of the river. That's from The Mummy. The first one. So now, there was a ladder back here which will take us to a better spot. Honey, baby doll, Snookums, sweet cheeks. My darling. I'm not sure what it is you're expecting from me. One of these, mayhap? Where is it? Where is it? Why does your fur smell musty? Why do you smell musty? Did I lock you in a cabinet? No. You smell musty. I know, and I love you. Okay? But you can't stay with me forever. I'm playing. She likes, by the way, when I play Sims, she likes to watch what the gal's doing. Her brother used to love to watch me play Sims. My farmer that had all the little mini sheep, and he loved to watch my farmer like pet the mini sheep and feed them and play with them and stuff. It was really hilarious. Rabbits are actually a lot smarter than most people think. So it won't go back out any more than that. Let's consult our map. So we have the stairs up here, and we had that one door here that we couldn't open. Was that a dog? It's a dog, y'all. It's a dog. Y'all won't know where that quote comes from. I can't think what the name of that one is. Jodie Foster played in it with Richard Gere. And Richard Gere played a guy who supposedly was taken prisoner. He was a prisoner in Elvira. Well, he was actually. And he comes home to his family and his plantation, but they have feelings that he may not be who it is he says he claims to be. In the trial, toward the end, she says his own dog didn't know him. The lawyer goes, "A dog! It's a dog, y'all." I don't have the right key. So I wonder what that key went to then. That is quite interesting. We took a key off her dead body. This goes to the lower ramparts, to the moat. Let's go ahead and... We don't really want to go up onto the ramparts per se. Let's go up into the kitchen. Hey. Oh, you're in the toilet. Okay, that's okay. And thankfully, they walked right past it and not over it. The work of a moment. By the way, I keep trying to keep this right here so I can make sure that the stream's not giving me problems. So I think I lost y'all for like 10 seconds or something the other day. If that's the worst that happens to us, I'm cool with that. I mean, it's not great, but could be worse. Okay, so to the dungeon there, but it doesn't tell us where this goes. Guess we'll have to find out. We wouldn't know in real life either, so there's that. It's an interesting keep. It looks almost like a cathedral. Let's give it a try then, right? Okay, we got enough for all 6 of us. So there's that, right? Okay, short shit. Put your stuff on. So, which reminds me. Sounds like something really strange. Which reminds me to wonder what we have going on at the moment. Finish in 1 day and 9 hours. And then we have to rebuild that West Barbican. I think it is, or maybe it's a curtain wall. Something like that. I like the turban. That's cool. Hold, brother, pardon my interruption, but I don't seem to recall seeing you here before. I've only recently taken my vows. Not vowels, but vows. Baby doll, you're a pain in my ass. You are. I love you with all my heart. But you don't need to eat constantly. You don't. Rabbits act like they're starving to death. The only time they don't is when their belly is so swollen that you have to give them medicine to keep them from dying. Just a second. Concessions must be made. That's my girl. That's my sweet girl. Okay, Mama loves you. Put it back on your chair. Oops. Hoopla, hoopla, hoopla. Where'd that go? Oh no. You'll have to find it. You'll have to find it here. Okay, so, more new recruits, I see. And who is your assigned superior? I'm ashamed to admit that I've forgotten his name. The Baratheon priest regards you for a moment and frowns. It's unbecoming to forget your position in our hierarchy. See to it that you remedy these oversights. Satisfied with the admonishment, the priest turns his back to you and walks away. But none of these guys are who we want, so. Hold, brother. No one is to leave their post until Raedric gives the word. Where are you going? I was heading back to my post. And just where are you coming from? Well, there's this one acolyte, you see. Your new recruits, running like rabbits. Save some energy for your duties.
I'll see what I can do.
There we are. This frail old priest is hunched over a table surrounded by scattered scrolls and parchment, examining their contents with the aid of a thick monocle. He glances up as you approach, blinking roomy his oculars. More visitors then. You're not one of the acolytes, or the guards, for that matter. His voice is dry. Quiet rasp, which makes you an intruder. At the least, Kolsc puts you up to this, I suppose. Yes, that would be him, sending young men to dash themselves against the keep's defenses. Here. Almost had enough, I see that. Okay, would that my sermons could draw such fervor. Still, you are here. What is it you want? Yako asked me to tell you about the carving you gave him. Okay, Nedmar's eyes widen with such vigor, he rushes forward to grasp your arm. Oh, thank the gods, thank you. I did not think anyone could... That is, I feared... He shakes his head. I did not want him to meet the Pale Knight so soon. Nedmar pulls away, collecting himself. Here, perhaps this will serve as a reward. He pulls a large iron key from the pocket of his robe and hands it to you. This will open the door to the scriptorium. He points to the west. My brain's going to... So, and from there you can reach the chapel and Lord Raedric without inquiring quite so many guards. Take this too. I have little wealth to offer. Better to give it some use. Scrolls of protection. I would entreat you before you go. Despite his shortcomings, Lord Raedric follows the gods with obedience, and he has Gilded Vale's best interests in mind. It may be that, with time, he can achieve what he desires. Please, consider this before you turn to violence. Okay? I thought you favored Kolsc. I favor him as he is, a man of vision, but Kolsc has a hunger in him for rule. Even if to a good purpose, he is not led by his faith. Still, he is my friend, and I am willing to assist Kolsc in restoring divine favor to the lands of Gilded Vale, should Lord Raedric fall, that is. Okay. Wir haben quasi eine Ausrede für alles, ne? Unmöglich. Well, where does this go? To the dungeon crypts. How interesting. This is not west, though. The door that we couldn't open. Yes, I've forgotten this. Yes, I have played this before all the way through. I've played this numerous times. There's just extensive stress. That is to say, a lot of stress over a prolonged period of time. I don't know, he said the scriptorium was in the west, right? This looks like somebody's bedroom. Nope.
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
You gotta wonder what sort of flesh height. How impertinent do you need to be? Right? Okay, intruders have been seen inside the keep. I must ask you to step outside. Certainly, sister, as soon as I am able. Do you mock me, brother? You know the rules. What keeps you? I'm afraid I have a nervous bladder. I have to go to the privy. The woman frowns and shakes her head disapprovingly. Hurry about your business, then. She's muttering to herself. Bugger me all to hell. I can't seem to find the scriptorium. Y'all are sitting there thinking she's never done this before, has she? I have. Ah. There it is. There's part 5. Pretty soon we'll have a whole collection. The Many Faces of Baroth.
Got it.
That'll be worth some good reading.
Hey.
I got your gift. I can't believe someone actually wrote down that kind of thing on parchment. I left something for you in the chapel. Careful not to go digging into the wrong skull. Oh, we already retrieved that. So, here's the thing. Don't know that our disguises are going to avail us of much. We can give it a go. Right?
All right, then.
Let him approach. Flanked by a host of guards, all of them regard you with mute hostility. Lord Raedric the Seventh observes you from his throne, clad in ornate plate. His eyes have a hollow quality, and there is a pallor to the man's gaunt face that leaves his features showing stark against his dark and unkempt hair. There is a dagger discarded upon one stone arm of the throne. A thin crimson rivulet worms its way down from the blade and past Raederic's fingers, even as he leans forward to regard you with a piercing gaze. I thought he'd be better looking, even with all that inbreeding. Though his face is calm, you notice Adair's hand straying toward his weapon as though with a mind of its own.
It is unlike Kolsc to hire mercenaries, or foreigners for that matter. And you are not one of mine, so I cannot accuse you of treason.
His fingers close loosely around the pommel of the dagger, as if to ascertain if it is still there, and then flinch away. You've come far closer than his people ever did. Raederic looks to his guards, who shuffle nervously. much too close. He looks back at you, a quiet infiltration and done more skillfully than Kolsc could have ever arranged. I did not expect it.
What has my cousin promised you? Some grand reward? If he had any resources to his name, he would not covet mine. And if he had any honor in him, he would not have tried this here, now, when I have lost so much.
Point to the dagger. What happened here?
Just sentence.
Raederic turns his head slightly to regard the dagger. There is a sudden careful stillness in his expression. His voice wavers, and in that moment, a pang of grief crosses his face. Ygritte knew. She hid the verses from me, the tokens. She knew that what I would make of them. The scattered god poisoned her against me, made her deaf to my instructions. Only when our son was born, that hollow thing, that monster, then we both knew what her crimes had wrought. Raederic turns a baleful look upon you, jaw working, face flushed, and splotchy with emotion it could not stand. He brings up a hand suddenly toward his temple, obscuring his face. What does Kolsc know of sacrifice? He would indulge himself, let us succumb one by one and suffer Barros' punishment until the final soul goes to its keeping, never to return, and Gilded Vale is but a barren land. So, what have you lost?
Much. There is a plague among us here in Gilded Vale. The legacy is but part of it. The rest is fear, heresy, perversion. Each incident alone is but the flicker of a candle. But together, a blaze that will destroy us.
The legacy is a test of faith. It has driven many to madness. They cling to hollow promises, to dark and terrible things. Each lie permitted feeds the fire. Every whisper from preening charlatans and venom-tongued midwives, the words of false prophets, the promises of dead gods. He clenches a gloved fist.
The flame consumed her. My Ygritte. And our child with it.
Okay, so let's say Gilded Vale has suffered under your rule. It deserves better. Raederic makes a slow huffing noise in disbelief. And you think Kolsc is that leader. What does he understand of what it means to be a Thane? He has gathered a meager assembly of illiterate farmers and scavengers to himself and sends these in suicidal action against my guards.
Kolsch's designs, and he has kept his motivations from you for a reason. I wonder if you understand what it is you do, or what you might accomplish if you were better informed. You have proven your
Inform me.
competence in your way, and had I such an ally, we might together put an end to Gilded Vale's woes, lift the curse once and for all, and in doing so, return us to a life where such strict measures are not necessary.
Okay, I'm willing to listen. What do you have in mind?
Good. The stakes are too high for rash action. Be assured Defiance Bay will hear of your assistance to me.
You are in a position to put a swift end to this rebellion. I have wasted too many resources on Kolsc and paid the cost for it. Kill him, and I can refocus my attentions upon this blight. Between the priest and my animancer, we can determine... Oh, your animancer's dead. Yeah, sorry. I was going to let her finish her research too, but, there it is. We can determine a cure. My family will be the last to suffer for this legacy. I don't know. I think it's nice that someone's there to distract him from killing the rest of my town, even if they're not the best neighbors these days. He has doubtless attempted to ply you with lies, hoping to pull you to his side. He will permit you to approach he will permit you to approach him so that he might work upon you further, and then you will have the opportunity. Yeah, okay. I'll kill him.
Good. You will not have to look far. His camp lies in the wilds past Gilded Vale. His scouts watch the roads and warn him in advance of my forces. But you should have more luck. Deal with him, and then return here.
Nah, what the hell. Oh, we can get out of these costumes now, can't we? Here we go. So by the way, while I was looking for a green screen today, it was a nightmare. Even the most expensive ones have really bad reviews. And as you know, I don't make any money off of this. So I'm not going to invest overly heavily. It would be great if someone wants to donate toward it. That'd be fantastic. But I figured it's, that'll keep you all from having to watch my family as they go back and forth on the weekends. I'm normally by myself, by the way, Tuesdays and Thursdays, but my partner wasn't doing well yesterday and came back, which is fine. I've told him, if he's not feeling well, he should always feel free to come back. But typically I'm alone during the week. Gives me a little time to clean up the apartment and recuperate. So that would be stealing, but this isn't. Okay. We've been in the kitchen. Hunks of meat have been carved from a cold carcass. I love that someone else still uses the word carcass. Everything here is stealing, which means that if you were to kill Lord Raedric and all the people in this keep, you would be able to loot all of that stuff. Of course, you can loot it anyhow. Probably get your dumb butt killed. It's kind of the way that goes. And of course, when I have my green screen, I'll be putting myself down on the down below. I'll probably move the screen over and then put myself down in the lower right corner. So I'm kind of excited about it. Hope that it will be even half as nice as what I hope, and I don't have really huge expectations. What I've learned in life, by the way, guys, if I've learned nothing else in this lifetime, I have learned that when you sneak in this game, you find a lot more. No, I have learned that a lot of misery in this life is because of people getting their expectations, their hopes up, and reality not matching that. Which is why it's best to keep your expectations low. There's his wife.
What do you suppose that bally thing is?
Don't ask stupid questions. Just get rid of the... It's like the worst. No, mine's worse. Stalker's Link bonus. Okay, usable only by rangers. Amulets are most often gems, medallions, blah, blah, blah. So this is not telling me a shitting thing. Oh, what's this one? +2 perception. So you got on reflex and healing received. She's got actually nothing at the moment. I mean, it's not like I'm not saying she's naked. She's not naked. I didn't mean that. Oh, what is she talking about? Okay. She's just got a cape, and the cape has no intrinsic value. Let us say it that way. Blackened pages curl in the fire, a leather cover embossed with the rising sun, and 3 stars is barely visible through the flames. Okay. Blood still wet runs from the woman's slit throat, soaking into the sheets below. I'm sure some servant can take care of that. It's interesting that there's a secret door here when there's a public door up here. But okay.
I'll have it in no time. The work of a moment.
Combusting wounds. Oh, not you. Sorry.
Indeed.
You. Sorry. Sorry. Okay, so we did find a ring. Combusting wounds. What do you have on? Ooh, looky. He has space for it. I forgot he had that. That's pretty cool. Wonder if he's the best person for it, but we'll leave it. Okay. That goes down to her dungeon laboratory because I didn't see. I must have blinked and missed it. Aha, we didn't find that door before. Oh, shame on us. Shame on us. So, here's my thought though. Well, we'll leave through the front door anyhow. The problem is I have a feeling he might have spies inside the keep here. And we'll know whether or not Lord Raedric is still alive. I mean, I would do. And really, when you read in history, people were taking everyone's sons and such hostage, or family hostage for good behavior, and spies everywhere, and drama. Bye. We're just leaving. Bye. Holy cow. Bye. Bye. Oh, yeah. Sorry, we went in the back way. Let's hope so. Sadly, I don't think that's going to work because he's not the one causing all of this. But then it could be, you know, maybe it works through me. We know how that goes. I slept 12 hours last night because I didn't sleep well the night before. And I'm still tired. Of course, we have the concept of sleeping too much. So, you know, there's that. This is where we found him last time. Remember, or he found us. said in the wilds outside of Gilded Vale. Kolsc hidden camp. The wilds known as Mogren's Fork? What? Oh, that's why that guy said he had to get back to the fork. It's going to take you 20 hours to travel there because you fucked up and traveled to the wrong place. What? He didn't really lie to me. He just omitted facts. And omitting facts is not lying, folks. Okay? Lying is when you say something that purposefully misleads someone. You tell someone something you know is not true. That's lying. So I really can't say that. Omitting facts is not really lying. It's twisting. It's twisting things around. I spoke with Raederic. He had some interesting things to say about you. I see. He would, of course. Whatever else Raederic is, the man is no fool, nor would he miss an opportunity to poison my allies against me. Was it convincing, then, this final desperate effort of a man who saw standing before him an end to his years of cruelty? The man really is genuinely suffering, and I think he's giving it his best, although he is definitely misguided. The whole of his family worshipped Athos before the Saints' War, and now he strives to make up for their misplaced faith by shedding his mercy. Mercy. Whatever he has told you, Raederic's crimes are real. He will go on murdering his own people, his family. What manner of lord is that? He lacks the honor of a mad dog. Hey, you're the honorless one. You tried to use me to usurp Raederic's throne. Well, this should get interesting. Think we're going to make pretty short work of him.
Hey.
We definitely made short work of him. Durance, it's your twin. Labeled as a wizard. Don't. Die already. Die already. Oh. A fine saber you've got there. Even better spell book. Oh, yeah, baby. Okay, so here we go. Oh. No wonder he was so easy to kill. You suck. Okay. What did that say? Did that say we lost major reputation with Gilded Vale? You have lost reputation, major reputation with Gilded Vale. Well, the game... Yeah, well, you know, we can only do what we think is right. Oh, looks like we can go up a level. Okay, so that's not going to be a thing yet. Let's go up a level. I'm sorry. I know I am so easily amused. He looks like a lunatic. He seriously does. Let's give him some more lore. Oh. Oh. Those are always nice. Let's take those. Oh, we have another one. Ooh, writhing tentacles sounds fun. Summons a trio of powerful tentacles that cannot move but can inflict crush and corrode damage and the stuck infliction on anyone they hit. That could be fun. I like it. Let's go with that.
Hey.
Okay. Hey. So our building should be done by then, I would think. That is what I thought. Oh, they killed one of our guys, by the way. Bastards. Oh. Oh, I thought, oh, okay. I need to stop thinking, clearly. Shock mage. We'll take the shock mage then, and we have to rebuild. We had to rebuild something. Okay, well, it wasn't any of those. Let's take care of the south curtain wall. So we've got a ton of cash here. Seriously?
Of course.
We are totally not hurting for money. I had the weirdest dream last night. My dream was so realistic and stuck with me so hard that I've just sort of gone through my whole day being halfway stuck in that doggone dream. It's really bizarre. I've actually one grandparent that I didn't like, and that was my Swedish grandfather. He was a first-generation American. He was a real asshole. He turns out, you know, we didn't know this back then, what a narcissist was, but he was a textbook narcissist. And he was in my dream last night, which was just really weird. All the people I could pick. Maybe, I don't know, maybe I feel a certain sense of security with him. I don't know. Okay, have you brought me news? Yes, Kolsc is dead and his uprising with him. Dead so swiftly. A peculiar smile forms on Raedric's face, his teeth bare in a fierce triumph or else in pain. Then you have succeeded where a great many have failed. Would that my captains were half so efficient. Gilded Vale owes you a debt, for you have removed the greatest obstacle to its restoration. He makes a quiet, amused noise and rid me of a persistent hornet in the process. I pay my debts. I have here a sword handed down within my family for generations. It is yours. May it serve you well in all your future endeavors. Raedric gestures to the guardmen, and of course you will be paid. Now, now I would bury my wife and look to the future. We have a great deal of work to do before Gilded Vale is truly safe. You have my thanks for your service. So we gained a major positive with Defiance Bay at the cost of Gilded Vale itself. I just want to take a yuxi pie. Did they all go up a level? Well, I'll Swanee. So let's pull this up anyhow. Okay, Defiance Bay, faintly good. Gilded Vale, somewhat good. Was majorly, much better than that. We lost major. We took a major hit on our reputation there. Faintly mixed. We're seen as being eccentric. That's probably true. Deerford Village, we're faintly good. We're seeing it as an ally, as a friend still. Okay. We are benevolent, clever, stoic, diplomatic, rational, and honest. We are all things to all people. What? So, wunderbar, den einfach fabelhaft. So here you can't change their class. They just keep going up in whatever was picked initially. For him, he is our great athlete. That is the hugest thing that he brings to this game. So I think that we can afford to do this. Those are the other things that we sometimes need from him. Next. Alosha. Okay. So we can have him specialize. I think in general, he uses a one-handed sword. Right here, a sword. Although it looks like he's got a two-handed sword there. That's why I really don't think I want to do that yet. The fighter draws strength from his or her own indomitable spirit, causing them to regenerate 50% of endurance lost from an attack. Okay, what that means is if somebody attacks him for 16 points, he can regain 8 points. That's what that means. Confident aim. 20% of grazes converted to hits and 20% minimum damage. I like that. This is a passive ability. We don't have to actually do anything for it. Okay, so let's take this. I like this. I think we're going to take that one. Durance. Durance is our actual lore master. Let's see if we need anything else. Survival wouldn't hurt. And stealth wouldn't hurt, so let's take those this time. Then Aloth is going to be similar to our other guy. Aloth, however, is doing the mechanics, so let's save our points. Why does everyone want to chew on the toilet house? It's like a cat toilet, like a house, you know, with an enclosed toilet, because otherwise the rabbits just fling the stuff all over the place. So let's take this. I like that. The wizard summons a black sphere that draws all nearby enemies toward it each time it pulses. Oh, that's just cruel. I love it. Let's go with that one. That is so wicked. Oh my gosh. So let's save that. This is the nice thing, what I said. We have another hour and a half, so let's go back to Defiance Bay and take care of some things there. We just wanted to come back and take care of this, though. We do need to slowly work our way down through our endless paths. Okay. I'll hold it. I don't think we have to go back up to the priest, do we? Probably doesn't do any good either. He's already helped us. Oh, okay. Make everyone else yawn. So then I have slowly, over the last year, I have collected a better camera. I have collected a much better microphone. And then, as I said, tomorrow I will have a box light, and then I will have the green screen behind me. And I hope people will spend more time in my stream. If y'all would take the time to help me get affiliated, we could have a lot of more fun things to do in the stream itself. I am going to look at setting up the wise bot so y'all can have fun in the stream by putting in various commands. Sadly, I don't get rated anymore. I used to in the beginning, but I didn't have all my shout outs set up and everything. I didn't have a lot of stuff set up, and yeah, I totally get that. Okay, let's go back to Defiance Bay. Before we do. Okay, we did that. Okay, that's Kanos. I thought we already talked to this gal. Okay, we do need to do this, though. We slew him. Let's go back down to the catacombs and talk to this Helig. So that's here. Okay. And by the way, the reason I'm not real thrilled with a lot of the new games that come out. They come out and they're so freaking buggy and half-assed developed a lot of times. But the reason I don't buy them is because I don't make any money off of this. So if I did, I could reinvest in some of the newest games and play those for y'all. And I am picking up games, but I typically won't pay more than like $15-20 for a game at the most. And I try to pay less than 10. I wait for them to go on hard sale. Oh, why are we here? Nobody knows. The shadow knows. Do you believe I'm actually old enough? Which is, actually, it was amazing that they still did this back when I was a kid. But when I was a kid, we used to go camping and we would listen to the radio and we would listen to just some really cool programs. There was some sort of a horror theater one that we used to listen to. It was a lot of fun. Sitting with my family around the campfire listening to that kind of thing. It's so sad that kind of thing almost never happens anymore. It's a rarity now. Okay, so let's go here first because we know there are traps in between that we were not able to settle. Speak of the devil. It's really weird because usually I can get these done and I can't get those done, and this time it was the other way around. So we should be high enough level now to try again, if they will let us try again. Most games, when you go up a level, you can try your luck again at opening something or disarming a trap. But I don't know that his mechanic has gone up.
Of a moment.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
The work of a moment.
By the way, I ignored him because he knows I'm streaming. And he's a grown man, so.
Hey.
Okay, so let's go talk to Helig. Okay, did you find my grimoire? I killed him for you. Yeah, I opened his chest, if that's what you mean, yeah. He places his hand on the table and leans forward. Tell me everything. The look on his face, the sound of his screams. He closes his eye and clasps his gnarled hands together. I want to bask in every glorious moment. She tore him to pieces. I'm not sure which was louder, his agonized cries or cracking bones. Helig bursts into laughter, spewing bilious fluid. He dances a halting, awkward caper before settling his mad eyes on you again. I doubt I have ever had this much fun, even in life. He removes his amulet and hands it to you. And now your reward. You asked for Rowyna, and here she is, small enough to carry with you. He chuckles again. She was a formidable warrior, and now her soul is a formidable talisman. It served me well these years, but I've moved on to bigger and better things. He waves a hand at the texts and ruins on his table. You realize we need to kill him, don't you? Now, like so many things, it passes to the next generation. Use it as you see fit, or give it to that miserable old sap Dalton. He shrugs his bony shoulders and returns to his work. Whatever you decide, our business is ended. A soul prowls within the bloodstone like a caged stelgar. It's filled with a fierce, restless energy. Who are you? You see an image in your mind of a woman in heavy leather armor bearing twin daggers. Next to her is a man, young and handsome, who calls her Rowyna. The vision shifts to a windswept plain next to a lake. 50 men and women in marching leathers lay dead, their bodies contorted and deformed by some sinister sorcery. Rowyna falls among them, her body collapsing next to the young man you saw earlier. She's too weak to speak, but the name Dalton appears in your mind. A lone figure strides across the battlefield, barely bothering to step over the corpses. His eyes are filled with an unnatural light and fixed on Rowyna. He reaches out to her, and what little life remains in her body departs. When he takes the amulet from around her neck, you feel her anguished soul trapped within it. With a final contemptuous glance at the fallen Dalton, the man departs. Dalton sent me to find you. The soul pulsates with warmth. It fills your mind with memories of a young man who's both bold and generous. But fury and despair gnaw those images away until all you can feel are cold crimson walls pressing against you and something loathsome feeding off of you as the years fade into decades. What is it that you want? You see an image of the amulet shattering and the soul inside rising and dissipating among the stars. Okay, farewell. Shall we start? We're going to pick a fight. We held up our end of the bargain. Now it's time for him to die. Let's test this. This should be fun. I love it. Gathering your foes all in one place so you can cast those sorts of spells, right?
Hey.
I like that one. That's cool. Seems to have repelled us. Oh, and now it's sucking us in. Run. Run away. Dust and cobwebs have been swept aside for various alchemical implements. Though coated with rust and grit, they look recently used. I'll find scepter, a spell book. I would expect there to be better spells in it than the last one. Thank you very much. Of course, I can expect what I want to. No one really cares. Okay. Tarnished old locket.
That's unusual.
I thought there might be some secret in here. She had the other one. What is it anyhow? Oh, a displaced image. How fun for us. Okay. Fan of flames. Yeah, shits and grins, right? Probably never going to use it though. Just saying. So, wow, he has a lot of traps. Oops. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, okay, because it's on his person. Okay, so yeah, that's right. He started out with that one. True story. Let's go sell some shit. Well, not literally shit, you know. We have some stuff that's worth something. It's just not necessary to our cause and will not further it in any way, shape, or form. Like I said, I set these up on Tuesdays and Thursdays specifically because I'm usually by myself. I'm going to see about streaming on Fridays, see if that's a thing for me. I keep hoping I'll get more people on Fridays, but it doesn't seem to ever happen, unfortunately. And then we'll binge on the weekends. Mondays and Wednesdays will be mine. And potentially Fridays. We'll see. Could be what I'll do instead is cut the Tuesdays and do Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. Which might be a good schedule, actually. Oh, I remember what it was. Excuse me. You can subscribe to the calendar of a person. That's what it was. Rather than actually following that streamer and turning on your notifications. Just quite interesting. She's doing survival, so we'll take survival for her. Instructs the ranger's animal companion to rush a target, knocking it prone. That's presuming that the target is still alive. Swift aim, heal companion. Let's do that. Because her companion is frequently down. It's a very fierce little fox. I started a game. What game did I start? What game did I start where my guy has an elk? Oh, Kingmaker. Pathfinder's Kingmaker. The elk is very cool. Why did we come here? Oh yeah, we want to sell things.
Good day to you.
Oh! No. He has weapons
Well
and
met,
stuff.
friend.
Heady. Okay. Wow, that's a lot of money. But then again, we have a lot of hard cold cash, don't we? This is why I was hesitant to give him a weapon specialty just yet. So let's do these like this. Hi. It's kind of sad, isn't it? You have this as your point of reference, and what was that other game? Oh, what was that other game? Welcome, by the way. Hope you're doing great. Yeah, I have a problem with the Pathfinder games that you cast the spell, like you cast a heal spell, and then you go to move to the target. And I get that people want to make it different than Dungeons and Dragons and stuff, but if you don't cast it during that battle, that spell stays even when you sleep. I've had that happen. You wake up the next day, go into the next battle, you think they're going to attack somebody, and they cast a healing spell on them that was still queued up from the last battle. You're like, what the fuck? Why am I healing this person? I don't know. Oh, my goodness sake. So we've got an awful lot of coin here that we're not desperate for. And by the way, everyone who just came in, Hattie, and welcome to my stream. By the way, if you click on the little medal in the chat in Twitch, you'll see there's a lot of the people here. And I have a few people who hang around in Kick as well. So, it's a mighty fine war bow you've got there. Yes, yes. Ooh. Okay, so these served us well. I don't think we're going to need those again. It got us around in Raederic's keep. We got very close to him indeed. That's so pretty, isn't it? I'm keeping that. Just a second. When I get done here, I got to show you guys this curtain he's got draped over his head. No. I played. My problem is I had so much stress for over 2 decades that my brain is like a sieve now. But I have played this all the way through before. I actually, especially, I'm going to keep all 6 of those just in case. I have especially taken Baroth as a deity for the whole end thing. I wasn't very satisfied with the ending of it, to be honest with you. I really wasn't very happy about it. It just was such an atheist standpoint, really hardcore. Have you played it through all the way through? I'm sure you've played it through a few times, haven't you? So our little gal could probably use that, but that's an awful lot of coin, isn't it? It's a spear. That's a nice hammer. Could beat someone over the head with that. But we have a lot of coin too. Let's go ahead and get that for her. Shits and grins, baby. Shits and grins. Okay, here she is. See, she's got this hunting bow. She can use that, can't she? Yeah, baby. Nice. Okay.
God's keep.
It was, for me, it was, I guess we'll leave that. That's her personal thing there. We'll leave that for her then. It just really did. That part of it annoyed me, really. And what really was disappointing for me was you went into the second one. We never went into the hall yet, folks. Let's go do that. Went into the second one. Oh, you can import your character from the first one. Well, not really. None of the decisions you made in the first one matter at all, as far as I could see. I guess you've played the second one every time I've tried to play the second one, no matter who I import, I end up with Adair there, but
All fancy weapons and no skill.
But, I tend to like Adair, so I don't know. I don't know if it's possible to end up with someone else by your side, but I think not. Nice green armor. So, a well-groomed man steps through the hall with a confident swagger, a smug grin etched on his face. He is flanked by 5 other hard-looking individuals. Hard to look at or hard-looking? One of his companion, one of his companions eyes you for a moment before spitting chew at your feet. Another pup come wandering in, I see. Just know that Binds Giant Slayers runs things around here, and you'll be fine. Yeah, I never heard of him. You have now. Stick around Defiance Bay, and you will again. Plenty of bounties to go around, but there's a reason the Giant Slayers gets the lion's share. Just remember that. I do. I like Adair. I think I've got a little crush on him. So, yeah, I hear you. Yeah. And the second one is really cool. The thing that's annoying for me as someone from the South is they've got this priestess in there, and she has the most. People who are not really from the South mix their accents. They don't know if they're doing a Georgian accent or a Texan accent. So they tend to do something, this overly exaggerated something in between. And you're just like, oh, fucking shut up. Please. It's painful. So I just avoid her because I can't stand to listen to her. But other than that, the second one's really cool. I have to say. So in this one, there's not too many accents that are just painful. When a voice bellows out across the hall, enough jabber, Bind. You got a job to do? You gonna do the job or talk about it? Okay. This feller tightens his jaw when he's right. That coin ain't gonna collect itself. He looks at his comrades and jerks his chin toward the door. See you around, pup. Well, he's gonna be trouble, isn't he? By the way, guys, I took the chat off the main screen because most of you can see the chat when you're in the channel. So it just doesn't make any sense to me. But if it gets to bother anyone, let me know.
State your business.
Okay, this rough man glances at you briefly as he scans the mercenaries milling around the room. Don't stand on ceremony. State your business. I like him. Do you know a place in the wilderness with colorful pools and a waterfall that rises? I know the place. Got a map locked up in one of those chests with the very spot marked. It's yours for 50 copper. Oh, sure. There you go. Sold. Okay, you'll find it in the back room behind Sonild's shop. He hands you a key. Look on the map for Searing Falls. Fantastic place. The thermal springs alone are worth the journey. Falls are so hot, most of the water turns to steam. That's the rising you were talking about. Well, bloody hell, that was easy. And what I find is each time I play these games, it's actually different. I play each playthrough different. And so, I don't know. People get bored with it. I don't get bored. And I have tons of games. That's probably why I rotate through these games, you know. By the way, guys, we are also binge streaming Tyranny on the weekends, if anyone's interested in that. We started a character where we are backing the Tearsmen and fighting against everyone else. So, Wooden casually nods your way. His eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? Well, now I'm looking for work.
Go see Osrya. He's usually got something. You do well for him, maybe I can find you more.
Sounds good. Oh, I love that map in the middle of the room. I'm a map person. Any of the rest of y'all, I like to collect maps, especially older maps. Tell me about the dozens. Waynon's expression becomes serious, the temper of his voice deepening. Good men and women trying to walk in the footsteps of great men and women who came before us. We're a loose association of warriors and expeditionaries in the Deerwood. Not as fancy as Crucible Knights, mind you, but at least we remember our roots. At least they remember somebody else's roots and pretend to be like them, he means. Your roots? The Crucible Knights take pride in having won Deerwood's freedom 150 years ago. But we're the ones who have protected it. Everybody knows that the Saints' War ended when the Godhammer destroyed Waedwen at Evandur Bridge. A lot of folk don't know how Waedwen ended up on that bridge. 7 men, 5 women, They walked out of Halgot Citadel and faced down a god, held him there until the bomb went off. He thumps the table. That's the legacy we defend. Some call us mercenaries, but we don't need matching armor and silky cloaks to remember our roles. We're the same now as we were then. We stand up for the people, first line of defense, whatever it takes. We got new enemies now. If it's not Widewind, it's his damn legacy. It's the damn soul butchers in Brackenbury what makes things worse on all of us. Probably causing the whole thing one way or another. Well, we haven't gone anywhere, and that's a lot more than... And there's a lot more than 12 of us now. We defended Deerwood once. We'll do it again. Okay. You got to wonder, are they actually supposed to be direct descendants, or they just feel like they're keeping up the spirit of the whole thing? We don't know. By the way, y'all, if you aren't following me or subscribed to me, go on ahead and do that. If you like my content, turn on your notifications. You'll know when I'm streaming.
That dummy was armed, did it have your head off?
Or you can watch these as a past broadcast in my YouTube channel at That Craig Girl. Okay. Okay, so I'm looking for work.
You want an expedition? Talk to Wenin. I just handle these mercenary shit shovelers. Adventurers, I mean.
We all had drill sergeants like that, didn't we? Although he sizes you up. I do have something I need done, something that requires... he glances sidelong at an adventurer flailing away helplessly at a dummy. Competence. What is it you need done?
Was formerly one of the Knights of the Crucible.
In those pink breeches?
Arms and armor. The arms they can have, but the arms belong to my family. I'd like it back.
Okay, well, and then why don't you just go and ask for it back?
I would like that, I'm sure. But I won't be going. Sooner be torn apart by dogs than give them the satisfaction.
Yeah, that'd be the easy way. Okay, it doesn't sound like leaving the Crucible Knights was your choice.
You don't choose to leave knighthood. The Crucible Knights, they may not be a real knighthood, but the oaths you swear are just as true. Still, turns out that even unofficial knighthoods have politics. You cross the wrong man, suddenly all kinds of accusations are thrown your way, and nobody believes you.
Well, when one walks among the powerful, one must always watch where one steps. Okay, and what's up with this armor?
It's a breastplate. Not much to look at, and it's seen far too much use, but it's been in my family since the liberation.
Okay, well now I'll
And
see
it's
what I can
Penhel
do.
you're looking for. A low snake of a man. If he was to die choking on his own black tongue, it'd be too kind of fate. He kept it when he had me kicked out.
I think he doesn't like this fella. It's just so he leans in closer. I got word from a reliable source that Penhelm visited a forger in Ondra's gift right after having his soul lineage read by a cipher in Dunride Row. Should you have it in your heart to find a way to ruin his life while you're there? Well, now drinks on me. Having his soul lineage read.
It's a requirement to join the Knights. They have to ensure a novitiate doesn't have a subversive lineage. If Penhelm's superiors found out his affidavit was a fake, his career would be over.
Ooh, so you're not
Every
just...
novitiate gets an affidavit from Dunreed Row, and those are stored at Crucible Keep. If you find Penhelm's, one of those ciphers could tell you if it's real.
So think about that. You're not like being held responsible for something your mom and dad did. You're being held responsible for something you did in a whole previous life. That's pretty cold. Hi, hon. How are you? How are you doing? How did your presentation go, by the way? Sagani scratches the back of her neck. If generations of Masuk traditions are any indication, this Penhelm probably doesn't remember it. Still, a past like that has to count for something. Okay, so we need to find this guy's... There's the store. That looks like a store, doesn't it? He said it'd be in a chest behind the store. We're not playing an evil character today, Chicken Noodle Soups. Don't we have a key to it?
I'll see what I can do. The work of a moment.
Oh, that's not what we were looking for. Well, now, Swanee. Oh, he means back here. That's what he... he means the room behind the store. Well, I guess that was good practice, wasn't it? Okay. So there's the key that he gave us. Freizeit, yeah. Hmm? Oh, gee. That sounds like that was good. You know what? We'll take that too. Shits and grins. Let's go see what else he's got.
The work of a moment.
Anyhow, we were probably coming. We don't need that. Okay. Und war das auf Deutsch oder war das auf Englisch? Oder war das auf Dänisch? Look at this. That's what that does. That's what tab does while you're in there. What? So, this map marks areas of geological activity in the Deerwood and Glanfath. Of note is the description of a cavern where molten rock flows within a deep chasm. Auf Deutsch. So, war das dein Deutschunterricht? So, do we have something new to our map? Searing Falls. Does anyone remember what we're supposed to be doing there? War das für dein Deutschunterricht? Interessant. Ich denke, rein technisch gesehen könnte das sein, war das für deinen Deutschunterricht eigentlich. But where I live, there's a dialect here, you know, so no. You were taking a German instruction, however, right? If I understood you correctly. And you know what? The hugest thing I found with any language that I'm learning is that watch a movie that you know really well in your own language, and then first, well, I don't tend to turn on the subtitles. What I'll do is I'll watch it in that language and turn on the subtitles in my language, which is English, which of course most films come in. But your language is a little bit different. Not all films come in your language, which is why it would be good for you to know German. Okay, because a lot of films still come in German. For example, although the music in German is, I don't even know. So here we go. This is where we need to be, and we need to figure out how to get there. I would say, at a guess, ja, bitte. But the presentation itself, you said it was in German. Du hast das dann auf Deutsch präsentiert. I think those are those hateful druids in my way. Oh my goodness. Okay. Oh, farmhouse. Why do I have the feeling these people have come for us? It's paranoia, but just because you're paranoid doesn't mean they're not after you, right? You know what? I love that black hole is so cool. See if we can get this cast. Oh, we can just cast it over them. That's probably the correct usage of it. What in the hell? That was strange. Why are you just standing there? Why is she just standing there? Is she being sucked into some hole herself? Like, what? Oh, yeah. See, they're always keen to take the money out of my purse. So I'm assuming these people have been sent to assassinate us like so many others before them. Well, like I said, though, this is not a combat simulator. It's a role-playing game. So that with your teacher really sucks, by the way.
Hey.
I mean, we were told to read things at university in German, you know, or even in French, and then they would just have these discussions with us, and you needed to have read it and understood it all by yourself. But that's university level. Oh, you have found it. Now lose it again. What? As you take the scroll, you hear a voice. You have found it. Now lose it again. I'm going to pick the one that I said. I was like, what? What? Hi, Archivist Grimda asked me to bring this back. Yeah, we'll go with that one. Would you appease a dwarf or a god? Oh, fuck me. That's a clear choice. You think this stuff was an accident? The voice seems to shift as if the speaker were constantly changing age, race, and sex. My relics were never meant to stay in one place for long. They are meant to be lost and found. It's the search that gives the thing value. Take it to the Black Meadow. Find the drake that faces east and bury it beneath its skull. Okay. He's talking about some weird shit going on here. Okay.
Of course.
Oh. Why? So we did find the thing, didn't we? Okay. That was weird. Do you know how to say it in German? If not, I'll teach you. There are lots of lovely ways also to tell people in German that they're muy loco, that they're crazy, right? Some colorful ways too. You can say to them, "Du hast nicht alle Tassen im Schrank." That means you don't have all the cups in the cupboard. I like to tell them their cupboard is broken. Oh, you know how to say it in German. Very good. That's okay. Oh, whoa. A young drake. I don't even know why we came here. We seem to have some sort of a... Does anyone else do that? You're like, have so many. Oops, my stream dropped. You know how I know? I saw it here. It's the only reason I know. So I'll wait for y'all to catch up. Because I don't know what happened. Okay, so y'all are back. Sorry about that. I haven't had my stream drop for some time, actually. It's kind of weird. So yeah, Spaß. I don't know why. For some reason, the mod caught your comment as if you were saying mean things to people. I don't even know what it was thinking of. What it was interpreting. It was really weird. Okay, so welcome back. Sorry about that. At least my computer's not locking up hard like it was. That was really a nightmare. But I think I'm going to, like I said, I've got a green screen coming. I've got a box light coming. So that the next thing I'll invest in will be probably one of these capture cards. No, it's not with a Z. No, Spaß is with a SZ, if memory serves. Now I have to look because I learned German. What happened was, Moment mal, ich folge ganz schnell. I learned German back before they changed all the rules about when to write a double S or an SZ. And back then you just memorized it, you know, and it just really screwed up my brain. Darling, darf ich schneller fragen? Das wird Spaß. Ist das mit SZ? Ist doch mit SZ, no? Okay. Get out. Get out. Die dürfen raus. Hast du die schon rausgelassen? Gut. Okay. Okay. Don't do something stupid. Okay. Trying to keep her from going in there because she keeps peeing everywhere. No. My partner said it's with a S set. He probably wrote the Z because don't forget the S set was originally an S and a Z. Okay. It was originally really, I guess from your perspective, it would be S and Z. And that, because the old set was written like this from your perspective, and the S was, trying to think how that would be from your perspective. The S was like this, and the Z was like that. It became this big, people think it looks like a capital B. Okay. So, okay. Ooh, there's more of them. Why does she do that? She just, oh, something, okay. Something has happened. They're flanking me. Bugger. Okay. Let's do this one.
This thing isn't doing the...
I'm sure it'll do just fine. Just give it a chance. Oh, wow. Oh, that sucks. There are a few bugs in this game, but I haven't run into a lot of them. I've never run into that one, which is quite interesting. Yeah, double S, or, well, the thing is like for Germans, a double S is literally an S and an S. But I see what you mean. You mean like double, the scharfes S is another thing they call it, a sharp S. I think that thing might have a fixation on endurance.
Huh.
Damn. I hear a lot of that going on. Damn. Yeah, I imagine that would be really quite upsetting, you know, when you can't even rest and your people are probably exhausted. They've used their spells and stuff, and
You're not getting through me.
And nobody else is hurt as badly as Durance. That was so melodramatic. Did you see that? Drama, drama, drama. But I will, though. I'll look at a capture card as sort of a next thing, a next investment. This is like a bunch of little yip-yips. Oh, no. Everyone, you know what? All y'all, all y'all come over here so that when Durance casts this, it gets everyone. Y'all are like, what? That's it. Not y'all, all y'all. It's a southern thing. Gad. You see, we're going to have to rest too because Durance is just taking the hit here. You become obsessed with the Barbara's bar. Yeah, I hate that thing. I know exactly which one you're talking about. People here forget that I didn't grow up here, and so I didn't go to school here, but my kids did. That is definitely the thing for me. My kids went to school here, so I do know some of the stuff, but there's a lot of words I never had to have. Never used, never learned, never needed. The wick of a candle. I was thinking about that today when as I was lighting the candles. I was trying to tell my partner that the one tea candles has a longer wick than the other one, but I don't know what the word for wick is in German. So her athletics is quite good too. Her stealth sucks. We need to take care of that. She doesn't need mechanics, so let's just leave that there. The points will carry over. Sworn enemy. Marks an enemy as the focus of the paladin's righteous fury. Aha. Passive. Speed average. Area of effect. Oh, it inspires all allies. Rubabär. Yeah. It just sounds very similar to oh no. Okay, Aegis's loyalty. Confused, charmed, and dominated characters have severe accuracy penalties when attacking the paladin. Okay. Reviving exhortation. That sounds promising. Commands an unconscious ally to get up and giving a large but temporary spike to endurance. I like that. We're going to take that one. So, yes, please. Just out of curiosity, he is 7th. Okay, so she's just lagging just a little bit. It feels like she's lagging really hard, but she's not. Ooh, tea. So did we sleep? We did. And now to go see what's so special about this place. Because I know we have a task here, or we wouldn't have been asking about it on the map.
You're not getting through me.
Pretty feathers, we're taking them.
You're not.
Come on, guys. Come on, guys. Come on, guys. There's more of them.
Hey.
Hi. Thanks for the follow lock. I was setting up my alerts again. That gets me every time. I think that's so wild. Hi, thanks for following me. I'm glad you like my content. I hope you'll continue to like it too. By the way, guys, I do take requests if you ever want to write me a whisper because there's a particular game. At some point, we will get back to our evil party in Baldur's Gate 2 as well. So, kind of making the rounds. I am a roleplay gamer. My mind can twist anything around. The tunnel burrows into the depths as far as the eye can see. The crystal waters are perfectly transparent. Okay. Would that I knew why we're here. Time will certainly tell. That's why it says, you belong to us. Oh, and the funny thing is we have a lot of people who lurk in the channel. There are a lot more people in this channel than what you think. And they are usually here. Oh, look at this. We caused this thing to totally glitch out, aren't we? Okay, we should be nice and let it go. That was weird. This is like, what? Crackling bolt in a straight line, bounces off walls, etc., etc. If we're going to do something like that, we probably should bring him over here, which is quite a dangerous position. And then we can go like this. You darling. Do heal yourself. You too. Good gad. It's not really anyone in particular I would like to mark, but there it is. I guess her healed doggy is not going to help any of my people. Oh, but a nicely placed fire. But they're probably immune to fire. Well, we're about to find out, aren't we? These guys are not able, for some reason. Wood skin, I can't see why they are not able to do anything. There it goes. Okay, there it goes. Wonderful. What does he have? Lesser burst of summer flame. See if that'll do anything. Do they have a lot of fire? They have a bit of fire reduction. We'd have more luck with something else, wouldn't we? Let's try this then. And this too. Why do I know Wick in German but not Danish? That's a good question. That's an excellent question. Actually, when I was quite young, there were several words I knew in French that I didn't know in English, and that's why my Swedish grandmother told my French grandmother to only speak English to me. Which is a fair enough request from a first-generation American. So, let's see if we can get him to heal her. So how much behead the her? Oh, nice. So I want you to attack this one. I want you to attack this one as well. Look at the melodrama. Drama, drama, drama. Oh.
Leave it to me.
I'm sorry, but I love to laugh. I can't help it. It's just who I am. Maybe we can get that little blighted flame there. Can we get him before he knocks her out? It's not looking very promising, is it? Not even for him either. Oh, come on, people. Come on, people. Come on, come on, come on. You. Hit it. You. Knock it down. Okay, let's see if we can get something going here before those other two pass out. Whoa. This is not working like I thought it would work. Okay. Dort. Wick. But wit. Doch? Do you mean doch? Like, doch, das ist es?
Madiko, don't think
Its butt's burning. Do you see? Its biscuits are burning. Your biscuits are burning. Wick butt.
Hey,
Yes. Did we come here for this plant? Surely not. That's interesting. Okay. So they didn't heal back up at all. We're going to west again. That's some pretty brutal fights back here. I love those creatures. Oh, like what the heck? Yeah. Oh, Docht is wick in Danish. Interesting. I thought you were writing the word doch in German, like doch, das stimmt. Like, oh yeah. Doch is like, oh yeah. You know, like you say, oh, that's definitely it. Doch, das ist es doch. You know that one, right? That's... So. Little yip critters. Probably don't need to do too much there.
hey.
Guys. Just beat it over the head a few times. I'm sure it'll be fine. I like those little headdresses they have. They're so cute. By the way, Chicken Noodle Soups, you missed it. I was streaming in Garb last weekend. I will again this weekend, though. Oh, Sagamol. I have my one outer dress I need to have taken up. It looks like it was made for someone about a half a foot bigger than me. Oh. Ah. Ha ha ha, you can't get me. You can't get me. He's trying to cast a fireball at us, folks. And succeeding. Usually you have to decide ahead of time where you're going to cast that. Bogus. Okay. It's not dead. It's just playing dead.
Leave it to me.
He knocked it down. I'm sorry. I think that their death scenes are so melodramatic. I'm going to crack this open just a little bit so you have a little bit more light. Like I said, tomorrow I'll have a box light here. It should come tomorrow. And that'll let you see me better. I am slowly investing in my equipment here. Oh, I guess we wanted to go in here, didn't we? Want is such a strong word. Okay, pausing to issue commands, of course. If you don't do that, you're not going to make it in these games. Shh! Oh, look at the effigy. Look at this. It's pretty. I like it.
Whew. This is not my ideal climate.
No, I wouldn't think so. She comes from... Did I make you laugh? Good. Very good. I always tell people that as soon as I stop laughing, it's over with. When I can't laugh anymore, that's when you have to worry about me. Oh, look at this. We need ice. Fire's definitely not going to help. And we probably don't have any. He has lightning. That's true. Okay, so first we need to... Well, first we need to be engaged in a battle, apparently. Let's get him all head up. Let's get her... I want to try to get her out of the way so that he might be able to cast his lightning spell here. Okay, we got to get him all nicely lined up here. That works. That's at least something. See if we can do that. Where are you at? He has a rather long staff. It's not a euphemism. People are like going, what? Just like Durance does. What? Do-do-do-do. So it looks like he's not going to be able to go back that way, in which case we will just do this again. Get some balls bouncing here. Some of the things that come out of my mouth. I didn't even know. So, he must have something going on that we've lost control of him. So we are like incidentally hitting this guy back here, right? It's really just collateral damage. How weird. Okay, so now let's come back over here after this guy. We're actually doing pretty good. Can't really complain. Oh, this fiery hellhole. Get me out of this hellhole. Does anyone remember that one? I'll say, okay, you have a crow. You really? How cool. I cross-stitch myself, but my grandmother used to crochet. She loved it. My oldest daughter liked it too. Okay, go have fun with that. Stop back by. Don't forget. You can come see my new setup as I start getting this done. Like I said, I've got a box thing coming, a green screen, and then I will move on to a capture card, which I think will help a lot so I don't lose my stream. So, I'm wondering what is what. Oh, major generation. I think she needs that. Not trying to be rude. I just think she needs that. Okay. I still don't have any idea what we're doing here. Rogue Knight? No. Child of the Five Sons? No. Well, I guess it doesn't really matter. We will find what we are meant to find, won't we? Wow, that thing is just disturbing. See if we can get these off before they really notice we're there. Oh, that's a no. Fuck me. We hit all of nothing. I hate when that happens.
Hey.
Oh, I meant to show you the, I guess he's stuck. Okay. Ah. Okay, so he's running back. Instead, let's have you cast this. Ooh, T. Let's do that. Well, I guess he's just kind of, you know, screwed, blued, and tattooed is what he is. See if we can get him to heal him. Nice. By the way, I can show you anyhow his full hung. Oh, I guess I can't do it there, can I? Okay, we'll wait till the battle's over.
Leave it to me.
Oh, doggy can't get by. Aha.
You're not getting.
The wolf can't get by. That's why.
Can't get a good shot.
Okay, they seem to explode when they die. I guess. Ooh, T. This thing? Is that what you mean? Are you asking me what this mic is or which mic that I'm using? I'm not sure what this thing is. I could tell you. I can look at my Amazon account and write it for you. I like it. So I used to use an old one from my daughter. So where were we able to see his... Oh, when he leveled up, we were able to see his face really clearly. It's hilarious. The bad thing about this game is it's hard to... See, he's got this curtain rod. Just a second. Let me go out of here for a second. Let me open this. Let me see what it was that I had bought. Because I was using an old hand-me-down from my daughter. And then I decided to invest in one. My son has actually... I want to look in my orders, you idiots. Okay. My son has actually inherited the other microphone. That's the one that never arrived. I ordered one last year and the thing never arrived. It was really frustrating. That's not this one though. Just a sec, just a sec. Let's go back here. Maybe I've had this one longer than I think I have, but I haven't had it since last June, that's for sure. I ordered one last June, as I've said, and then that never showed up. Let me go back here. I think I ordered this one around the beginning of the year, but it could have been the end of last year. So I may have to research that for you offline to figure out which one. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I got it. Okay. So this is the microphone that I have, by the way. I really like it, but yeah, I hear you. I hear you. My thing is I've got earbuds. I've got a bunch of earbuds because whenever I go to research a new pair of headphones, you can see these are like really old. All I find is these really bad reviews. It was like with the green screen, trying to find a suitable green screen today was a nightmare. We have all these really bad reviews, for everything. And so I haven't gotten myself a new set of headphones yet. And I had cordless ones that light up and everything. They were good for like 6 months. That's it. But yeah, no, that's the microphone that this right here is. And I like it. What's in special right now? I bought it on special too. OT. So let's go back here real quick.
Hey.
I like to preferably select everyone. And let's see what this game has in store for us. But yeah, it's just the most important thing is not really your mic and your camera. I think that for me, I think a lot of people, first of all, I'm not, oh my gosh. I'm not hectic and loud enough for a lot of people. And yeah. And also, I get a lot of ageism, believe it or not. I mean, there's a lot of people who are really cool about the fact that I'm not like, in my 20s or 30s or something. But there are some people who are really hateful too. It's unbelievable. So, the drake cocks its enormous head looking at you. It issues a stream of words directly into your mind, glowing, burning, spark, you, elf thing. You come to take my spark, yes? Oh, what's the spark? The drake coils its body protectively around something. Spark is an ember. Warm, glowing, beautiful. It turns its head to look at you out of one slit pupil. One day I will become a burning thing, bright and terrible. Like my spark. Did we come to take the spark? Well, I didn't come to take your spark. Liar, you come to steal it with your cold, dirty paws. Well, that was well avoided. Seriously. You know what? I don't think these games they don't show the proper respect for a dragon. Okay, I'm one of these people. I shite my britches when I see a dragon. I have a very healthy respect for dragons, okay? It's like, it's a dragon. So, okay, let's have her. Let's work on him then. Let's do it. Should have rested. Those tentacles are pretty cool.
Hey.
So let's cast that there. See if his black hole will do anything. That sounded so weird, didn't it? What are we doing? So I guess we're going to end up having to fight all these smaller ones, aren't we? Don't know if fire's going to help here. I'm going to go with probably not. Okay, so now let's do something. This one bounces to several targets. Fires 5 missiles of pure force at the target, causing a shockwave of crushing damage to foes close to the impact. Okay, I still think it's not going to hurt to do that at him. I get kind of quiet when I'm focused, by the way. You get used to it. So doggy. Doggy, doggy, dog. Doggy. Wow. That's because the giant one is biting at her. What do you think would happen if he grabbed the big one? Who's this? That's him. Oh, he broke away. So if we do this, will this just give him endurance back? Yeah, this is not actually going to heal him per se. That's the thing. Allows the healing of a small amount of health on an ally. So that might help him. Let's put that on. What is this? This phantasmal image, right? Creates a ghostly double of the caster, causing shock damage to enemies. All enemies that hit it. Let's cast that there. Let's once again cast that at him. Okay. So then we need to, there is this one here. Pillar of Faith causes crush damage. See if we can do that. Thought we tried to pull him out, but we did not succeed. Let's try combusting wounds. It's always hard to know whether to go for the big one or the little ones first, isn't it? Mm-hmm. Where we stand at the moment. Okay, so we can't actually do anything with him. He's just there to distract everyone. Okay, you need to heal yourself. What is wrong with you? Frightened. Okay, fair enough. Okay, that just sticks to people. Bewildering spectacle causes a bizarre and perplexing visual distraction, confusing enemies in the area of effect. I could get both of them at least. And you do a lot of micromanaging in this game, by the way. What's going on with him? I have no idea what's going on with him at the moment. Oh, I knew it. Bugger. Okay, so we're going to need to focus on some of these smaller ones, get rid of them so we're not getting our butts kicked left and right. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Again. I mean, this can't hurt, right?
Yeah.
Might not necessarily help, but it's not going to hurt. Yeah, got to count for that's true. So let's see. Sorry. After years of D&D, I agree. Yeah. Sorry, you've been experiencing ageism. Yeah. Yeah, I've been able to build a small community. So, and we hope to grow ourselves. We do. But what community doesn't, right? So we're going to have to, is he going to be able to heal her? But yeah, it's I got some good people here, which is nice. Which is very, very nice. I'm very grateful for them. I am. Even my lovely lurkers. I have a lot of people who come and lurk in the channel, and I'm grateful for them too. Displaced image. Let's have her drink that. That might buy her some time. And let's see what we're doing here. Let's try that. So we're just sort of pulling out all the stops because this is a very hard battle. But I'm hoping maybe if we get rid of the other ones, it won't have a way to heal itself. Is my hope. This one here, Shining Beacon, causing enemies in the area to take a penalty on all defenses and accrue burn damage. Burn damage is not going to help me at this point, folks. Oh. Bonus while enemies receive penalties to the same. Yeah, what happens sometimes in YouTube, too, I get people get on there and make nasty comments. I just send it straight to YouTube. So... I get sexist comments, ageism, and all sorts of crazy stuff. So let's put that there. Damn. Let's hope we can do something here. He is apparently frightened or something again, right? Well, something has him otherwise occupied, doesn't it? So let's try combusting wounds on him. So your doggy's down, but you have the ability to heal him, I think. I don't know if you can heal him when he's down like that. Let's...
I'm ready.
Oh, I didn't see that little fella there. Who's this? Where are you? What are you doing? Shoot, there's too many of them still.
You're not getting through me.
Let's try to get rid of... I'm still trying to get rid of some of these little ones here, right? Okay, so her trying to heal her pet is not working once he's down fully, apparently.
This thing isn't...
Just keep giving it a go. Just keep whacking at it there. See if he can grab him out. Let's do consecrated ground there. Let's let her lay hands on there, and then she will make a target there. Everyone seems to be ignoring her by and large, which is highly advantageous. Let's try the corrosion lance here. Okay. Come on, come on. Kill that last one. Thank you. Now we can all focus on him. Okay, so hopefully there will be no way for this thing to heal now. So let's turn on that stance. Not really a lot that she can do. See what else we have here. Pillar of Faith, crush damage, and knockdown. Let's see if we can... See if that will help us at all. He is in really bad shape. Okay, so he has cast his spell. Prayer against infirmity. Fortifies the health of allies in the area of effect, granting immunity to sicken and weaken. That's not going to help us much. You know what we could do? Let's let him attack here. When he's done with that, let's start using some of our crucibles of the soul and stuff.
Hey.
Surely it has a soul. You soulless beast. I don't think that's meant to be literal.
That's not very helpful.
No, and neither is you dying, so you have nothing left to contribute, really. Let's put you back over there. I don't know. I mean, I'm sure they're not hurting, so let's just keep going with that.
Just get quiet.
Oh. Fuck me. I don't think that one works that way, but we'll find out, won't we? Shit, that's half our party down. Why is he green? Is he healing himself again? If he's healing himself again, we are completely fucked. Seriously. And we're not going to get any kisses.
You're not getting through me.
Is that meant to indicate that he can't be injured? Anyone know? Nobody knows? I don't know. Yes! Okay, and that's when you know that it was the right... It's just really well balanced because your people barely live to tell about it. This is why I'm afraid of dragons, by the way. I think they said this one was a drake, but hey. Same diff as far as I'm concerned. I might want to select someone, then I can... What's going on? Oh, it's selecting the dog. What? Why can't...
Hey.
Okay, all of you come over here. Okay? Okay. Like, what is going on here? That's his shiny. A bright orange light blazes from the center of the stone. It radiates intense heat, yet it does not burn your hands as you hold it. That was total Gollum stuff there. That was really, those are those fights that you're just glad you... I had one game where one of the achievements was winning a fight with only one person still alive, and that person was barely alive, okay? It might even have been one of the ones from this game. It was unbelievable. On the ground where the dragon was a dragon had curled around it, you find a stone that glows a brilliant orange, yet is cool to the touch when you reach to retrieve it. Durrance catches a glimpse of it, and his eyes bulge out of their sockets. He scowls, his mouth puckered as though having tasted poison, and he spits on the stony ground. There's a lot of spitting in this game. It's really disgusting. A whore's cruel jest. The bitch has always known where to sink her claws to get a rise out of me. Yes, everything's about you, Durrance. That's what he calls his goddess, by the way, for those of you who don't play this game yet. This stone you carry, this is part of the bomb that destroyed Aethys, the god hammer. You seem angry. What? For the first time, Durrance seems to become aware of his demeanor, and as quickly as it had flared, it seems to recede until you start to question whether he had been angry at all. No, it's not anger, you see. I am merely the victim of a divine practical joke, it seems. That will remain between she and I, Watcher, for only I am able to appreciate it. Let me open this again just a little bit, get some... You'll have a little bit of light on me here. Okay, tell me about the Godhammer. Ask me on the road, Watcher. I'm in no mood for it, with this whore's bitter perfume still clogging my senses. He was angry. So, what's it doing here? One wonders. The bomb blew big, but it would not have sent fragments this far from the citadel. The Drake must have carried it quite a distance, or Magron merely put it here herself. Is it worth anything? Ha! Ask Aethys. Oh, if you mean in terms of copper, there was a time when it might have been, but the markets soon became flooded with pieces of the Godhammer, most of them no more than trivial enchantments of swindlers dabbling in wizardry counterfeit. Durrance is a riot. I agree with you 100%. Seriously. An Orlan. Oh, no. You go in the forums, and what you find is a lot of people hated Durrance. And I'm not really sure what their trip is. Seriously, I think Durrance is a hoot. But that's just me. As there has never been a reliable way to judge a fragment's authenticity, and the would-be judges are often watchers, questionable as the artifacts themselves, their value has plummeted considerably. Ask any shopkeeper if he's interested, and he'll try to sell you his fragments instead. Okay, let's bring it back to Fyrga. Ah, that's why we came here. She's the one in the first fires, the Duke's Temple, Magron, Shrine. She needs to relight. That's what we were doing. Would he? He's like, I don't know why we're here. You catch Durrance scowling once more out of the corner of your eye, but he says nothing else. Shh, there might be secrets. Ooh. Party. Hoo-da-hoo-da-hoo-da-hoo. Okay. So let's see if there are any secrets. There may not be, but there may be. Ooh, that looks like his hoard. Oh. It's another good reason for sneaking, by the way. play an Orlin, you'll understand. He's ruthless, talks about how we deserve our fate as slaves after the war. I don't think I do have one Orlin. I have an Orlin, but it's a chick. You're playing a guy, right? Maybe that has something to do with it. Ooh, a ruby. Come to Papa. So when I play... Oh, there's the question, because, I almost got my ass kicked. That's on normal mode. When I play privately, a lot of times I'll play on hard mode, but when I'm gaming, when I'm streaming, I don't like to have to reload the battles constantly, so I turn the difficulty down just a little bit. And of course, it's fair enough. The first time you play through it, it's fair enough to play on easy mode so you can get used to the game mechanics. That's my thought on it. Off your knees, folks. But I do frequently, when I start a new game, I will start on an easier mode so I can get the hang of the game mechanics. And then I will end up going back and starting again once I have the hang of it. Wow. Wow. We need to sleep. But to be frank about it, I would like to sleep in an inn. This is brutal. Ah. Oh. Okay. So, Father's Teeth. Somewhere deep in the ruins of Ibrel's Well, a pair of, some Polish word, prey. It always looked Polish to me. I'll buy a vowel for 500. Prey on travelers and offer up sacrifices to their mother. I know it's not a Polish word in real life, people. In the past, don't get me wrong, I love Czech. The Czech language is beautiful. In the past, travelers simply knew to avoid all trails leading near the well, but in recent years, the Fyrga have increased. What they often do, by the way, is they'll just put a vowel in between, So let's say Fyrga have increased the range of their hunts. Travelers have been abducted and killed on the roads between Solace Vale and Midwood. Glanfathans are reticent to enter Ibrel's Well due to the religious significance of the ruins there, but that hasn't stopped the residents of the affected towns from requesting help from within the Deerwood. So, behe. I think we'll send him again. Okay. Ooh, tea. I would prefer to sleep in an inn. I have a bad feeling it's going to take a very long time to get to one. Okay, that might be acceptable. If we don't die on the way, then we'll sleep at the inn. In German, when they end a fairy tale, they say, and wenn sie heute nicht, wenn sie nicht gestorben sind, dann leben sie noch heute. And if they haven't died, then they're still alive today. There's no happily ever after. It's always interesting. And by the way, anyone learning German, I'm always happy to practice with you. It's my second language. Spanish was my second language. But German is my most proficient second language.
Hello.
Okay, so the man behind the bar is nearly the size of an Almawa. So we're gonna sleep, and then we're gonna go ahead and end the stream for today. And I will stream for you again Thursday, as is scheduled. If I'm alone Thursday, then I will stream longer than today. But my partner is going to be hungry soon. Like I said, he wasn't doing well, so he came over to stay, which he's always welcome to. Okay, here for drinks. Can I get a room? Thank you. Intellect, lore, athletics, mechanics, ranged accuracy. I just have to read this every single time. I don't know what's wrong with me. Let's do the perception and resolve again. Okay, so then we'll go ahead and end this for today. I will put this up in my YouTube channel uninterrupted, by the way, because I record it to my own computer while I'm streaming. And yeah, so you can find it there. This was 3 hours tonight. That's what my plan is, 3 hours. A piece during the week. Like I said, it's in my schedule there. So that one's still ongoing. Towers, West Curtain Wall. I'm going to go ahead and do the West Curtain Wall because I want to get some more security going on our what? Stronghold. What? Seriously. Okay. We'll get out, we'll save, and then we will end the stream. And I am ever so grateful for everyone who has sat with me during the live stream, to everyone who watches this as a past broadcast as well. So, I'll hold it. Before we end the stream, I want to go give this to that gal. Otherwise, we will forget. I will forget. You won't forget. I will forget. So let's put it on fast mode. Woo! That's one of the things I like here that I miss in Tyranny. But Tyranny was developed before this one. And they didn't think about that, apparently. Am I on drugs? I sure hope so. I hope you will stop back by again. Thanks for coming and sitting with me and for chatting with me. I appreciate it. I think that's great. We're going to give her fire real quick so I don't forget, because my brain will empty out in between. And it's no wonder, I play my own games offline. So it's not like I keep everything in my poor noggin. Got all sorts of historical facts in there. That's too much. And you're very welcome, by the way, Locke. I really do appreciate you being here and you following me too. Thanks for your follow. That is great. Okay. Our people feel better? That fight with the dragon was hardcore, wasn't it? That was hardcore. Probably could have done that at a higher level. But that was okay. We lived to tell about it. That's the main thing. Yep. So this is the gal who wants this from us.
Welcome.
May you be guided and tempered by the flame. Present the burning stone. I journeyed to the Searing Falls myself. This is what I found there. She takes the stone in her hands and gasps, by the flame. Do you know what this is? It's a fragment of the God Bomb. Yes, she turns it in her hands, the very weapon that Magron herself helped us build to defeat Waedwen in the Saints' War. She turns the stone in her hands, gazing into its bright glow. It's weird seeing it right in front of you like that, but before it was just stories, never seemed real. Yet her mouth twists into a frown, and the orange light carves deep shadows across her face. So why don't I feel any differently? What good does this do? Her knuckles whiten as she tightens her fingers around the stone. You hold part of a weapon designed by a god. The very existence of such a thing should fill you with awe. Or Magron is the goddess of trials, and yet you sent me to pursue the vision she gave to you. You proved yourself faithless. She entrusted the God Hammer to her followers. Perhaps she trusted them again to end the legacy. Or she's trusting them again to end the legacy. I'm going to pick number 2. Her expression cracks in anguish. Was it a test? Or just evidence of what Magron already knew? She tucks the rock away. I think I suspected, but I kept hoping for a different answer. Sorry, babe, don't mean to be brutal. Everyone's trial comes. There is no avoiding it. To avoid it is to fail. Her weakness shows plain as the relics glow. She may have worn the robes of Magron, but she never followed her. Lost in the darkness, this one. Do not forget what it looks like. She looks sadly at the empty-handed statue. This is the true burden of faith. Not a goddess challenge, but her absence, her silence, or the answer that reveals your own hollow conviction. She folds her hands in front of her. It will take weeks still to appoint a suitable successor. In the meantime, I serve the people as best I can. Ooh. Ooh. We took a hit on that one. Wait here a moment. She disappears and quickly returns with something in her hands. I am no longer fit to wield this, but perhaps it can serve you. Besides, I do owe you some thanks for the services you performed. Ooh, we took a hard hit on that one, didn't we? Bugger me. What did that do to our reputation? Defiance Bay. Oh, now we're just faintly mixed and seen as eccentric. Okay, that sucks. So I'm still losing my money to the bandits. Okay, alles klar. So anyhow, though, guys, thanks for being here with me. I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun. Some very notable moments. I may stop tomorrow and cut some clips and some highlights out of that, you know, people don't watch anyhow. But we'll see. Maybe they will. Who knows? Y'all take care. You have a great evening or day or whatever time it is in the day-night cycle for you. And I will see you when I see you. Bye-bye.